Hey everyone, this is Nathan Bixby from Chaotic This and That. I wanted to wish everyone a happy belated Mabon and happy Equinox. The Equinox is tonight, about 10:30ish, and it should be really fascinating. It's gonna be 20 until 20 something years from now, so it's gonna be really cool to catch this. So I'm excited, and the energy right now is very fascinating. It's very comforting energy. It's very earthy, it's a very gracious energy. Um, no, my practice is very folk based. It's nature based. It's do it yourself based. Very thrifty, homey, comforting. That is what works for me in my practice. It's very cool. And Mavon fits right in perfectly with it. I mean, I've spent time on Mabon. I felt a little homesick, so I came home. I made a blueberry pie, and my mom made shepherd's pie, and it was it was really amazing. We had a bottle of wine with it from Neshoba Winery. I highly recommend you check out Neshoba Winery. It's in Bolton, Mass, and they have a very delicious wines. And I can tell you from personal experience, I really enjoy them. And so, yeah, and I spent outside meditating on all the opportunities that were given to me and over the past couple months, and how grateful I am for each and every one of them, and how grateful I am to be on this earth and living life. It's enjoyable. And this I feel like the changing of the season, summer into fall, is very comfort based. It's getting out your sweaters. It's having comfort food. It's about celebrating this past summer and knowing that that summer may have passed, but you still have the experience that's happened with them, and you'll always have those experiences. So I think that is a very positive way of looking at it. And in my practice, I focus on the positives. I acknowledge the negatives, but I focus what on the positive side of everything. And I feel that at Mabon works perfectly in that, because I try to practice gratitude every day. I try to be the best human being I possibly can be, and because that is what I want to be. And now, this past week was a perfect example of changing into seasons. You had in Boston, there was a day where it was 80 something, and today in Lunenburg, which is 45 minutes away, it was 40 something and on frost on the yard. So I found that kind of funny. With all this, Mabon is a time to commune with people. It's time to uh, get from nature what you can until winter comes and snowstorms and blizzards happen. So, yeah, and the changing of the seasons, it's time to reflect on the past season and focus on what's forthcoming in the next. So I find that very exciting and thrilling. I'm goal setting. I'm writing out what I'm grateful for. I am doing what I can. And so, well, because usually when it changes, I get into my sweatshirts, I get into my hoodies, and I have these bad habits sometimes, sorry. And like I would eat comfort food. I mean, comfort food, half of it's good and half of it's junk food, so, and I watch TV shows that I like, Roseanne and MASH. Those are my two go-to shows when I want to laugh, when I want to be comfortable, when I just don't feel good. They cheer me up. So it's those shows and getting into into that being comfortable feel is very homey feel when I watch those on the couch and just binge watch. And it's not necessarily healthy, so I gotta be conscious of that, and I have to make sure that I'm doing what is best for me. I cannot get into this cycle, but I can allow myself to enjoy myself. So that, I feel, is a positive way of looking at it, because there have been years where from fall to spring I just hibernate. I binge watch shows like nonstop, and I'm trying to not do that. I'm trying to actually go forth with my life and love my life and live the best life I can on what I have. So, yeah, and it's a good time to reflect on your habits. It maybe sometimes change and sometimes add, but I mean, Sabbats are very good for us to reflect. So, yeah, it's really good. And so, and personally, in my practice, I tend to not celebrate the Sabbats on the intended days. I mean, I'm getting better at that, but it's not required for my practice. I mean, I respect the tradition. I respect the traditions of old and respect how people practice, but just because it's Sabbath for me, just because it's a Sabbath does not mean I have to go out of my way to practice. I mean, I have a good notion and good feeling about when the Sabbats are, because I feel the energy, I see the energy, I see the energy through like different emotions, different attitudes. I act differently, and I think that is really cool and really fascinating about my practice. I mean, I just go with the flow, and if it works for me, it works for me, and if it doesn't, then I manipulate it to what I need. So, yeah, I mean, and this weekend I came home because I wanted to see the Equinox in Lunenburg. I really hope that I'm able to see it, because my house has a tendency to have cloudy skies on these days, and I won't be able to see it, but crossing fingers. So, yeah, and let's see. And I've been celebrating all weekend. My mom made this delicious Spanish dish called paella. It's really good. It's really cool because it to me it represents the changing of the seasons. It has shrimp, scallops, mussels, clams, and then it has poultry, it has sausage, it has more pork, it has rice, which rice combines it's a harvest, it grows, it's really like it's I feel it's what mixes everything together and what makes this dish really representing the changing of the seasons, which I find really cool. And there's a lot of spices in it, and then we paired it with this red cranberry apple wine from Neshoba Winery. That wine is a little tart and a little bitter. It's not personally, it's not my palate. My palate does not like it by itself, but when it's paired with a dish such as this, I think it's perfect. But yeah, so then I went apple picking with my best friend Britt and we went to Lanny Orchards in Lunenburg, and we picked a whole bunch of apples, me and her family, and we also after that we also went to a winery, Neshoba Winery we actually went to, and I got a nice bottle of cognac, which I will review in a later video. I also got wine, and me and her, we did a wine tasting there, but we took home a bottle of wine we liked, and we did tarot readings for each other. I mean, I have this one deck that is only for me and my close friends, and because I need to get another one because that deck is really for me, but I like that deck and I want one so I can use on other people. So I'll do a I'll show you my tarot decks at a later video. But so we did that, and then today I went to the flea market, and now we went to the flea market, Rieta Flea Market. Didn't find anything, but maybe next time, I mean, and now I'm just waiting for the moon. Tomorrow, me and my mom are going to this place called Pickety Place in New Hampshire, which should be really fun, and then I should be back off to Somerville. But oh yeah, this right here, I got this at Neshoba Winery. It was the last two they had of this one, but I've been looking for a masculine candle for my practice, and it's whiskey and tobacco. It has vanilla hints, it has like spice hints, it has a cool cork, but it has little mapley hints to it as well. So I will do a better review on that, and I have haul videos to come from months back. But yeah, I mean, it's been fun. It's been a fun weekend, and happy Equinox, everyone. Happy belated Mabon, and enjoy yourself. Reflect on what needs to be reflected, and you can always talk to me down in the comments. I respond, I swear, and so, or try to respond. And yeah, so happy fall festivities, and let them begin as well. I mean, enjoy. Okay, everyone, have a good night. Bye.